wanted to make this video since few days now, but I did not have time for some other because of some other tasks. Then today I got one video suggestion by Swami Pranav Chaitanya Puriji. So that reminded me that I wanted to make this video. So now I am making this video. So this actually is just my thought. It might not match with the existing sects in Hinduism, and it might match also. Actually, I don't know whether the exact thought exists. Some matching things will be there. This is not part of the Shaktism series which is going on. It is slightly related to Shaktism, but it is not part of Shaktism series. So this is my thought. So take it with a feast of salt, not even pinch, feast of salt. Think on your own. If there are any counter arguments, put in the comments so that we together can evaluate and evolve this thought. And if there are too many flaws, I can just reject this thought right away. So yeah, having said that, I'll start. So there is this idea in Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta, that everything is that. Everything, like me, this mobile, ceiling, fan, everything, from smallest to largest, from say whatever comparisons we can, fastest to slowest, everything is that. Okay, and now they use this idea of Maya because this theory cannot explain how me and this mobile are different than me. So they say it's Maya, and actually I don't agree with this idea of Maya. I have mentioned this in earlier videos also. So here we will try that whether we can go ahead without this idea of Maya. So now everything is that. So what that can be? That is a question. So for just to start the discussion, this is just to start the discussion. Let's assume that is just for our imagination. Okay, that is white light. Okay, there is white light. So now I am white light, this mobile is white light, grill is white light, ceiling fan is white light, ceiling is white light, door is white light, wall is white light, everything is just white light. Just white light is there. Air is white light, vacuum is white light, everything is just white light. Nothing else other than white light exists. Okay, so now if we say that, then there is a question that whether white light itself can exist, because for something to exist, there has to be somewhere or sometime where it does not exist. So for this how to mention this? So existence. So if we are saying everything is white light, we are saying that there is something which is dark, and if there is darkness existing, only then we can call something as white light. Otherwise we cannot call it white light also. Dark has to exist. So dark does not exist because everything is white light. So then what exists? Whether anything exists or not, you cannot make any statement about hona na hona, existence non-existence in this case. Okay, it's not possible only. So this makes us drop our idea that this is white light. Okay, so say Buddhism, it's nothing is there. I mean, I'm not there, this grill is not there, this camera is not there, fan, ceiling, wall, nothing is there, nothing is there. To make that statement, or it is shunya. To make that statement, something has to be there. Like, if something is something, then only you will say this is nothing. Otherwise, how you will say this is nothing? So, you cannot say nothing. So, we need to discard this idea. Now, there is a third idea that some continuously changing thing is there. Like, now, suppose suppose something is there. Suppose there is let's say there is a compact area, and now there are water molecules in this area. Water we will, for now we will take water. Okay, we will take light only. Actually, we can take light only. Okay, so now this, in this small area, this light is there. Now this light is spread evenly. Okay, so okay, actually, to describe this in terms of light, it is difficult to imagine. We will take water. So there are, in this area there are water molecules, and in this area they are fit, so there is some density of these water molecules. Okay, now they start expanding. So there is change in density. Okay, so now because of this change in density, one molecule and another molecule can be identified differently. So we can say that, okay, here the change is the identity. Like, or say we have a bouncing ball. So now that bouncing ball is changing its position. So because of that, when it is here and it is moving here, or when something is here and it is expanding, then these molecules have different density than these core molecules. So they know that something else exists. They know means there is possibility of something else, that something else exists, and because of that we can say that something exists itself. Now it is opening like this. Now it is fully spread. Now if this spreads even more, water itself will not, we cannot call it water. Or if it now it is infinitely spread, so now also there is very small, there is very less density, but now also there is evenness of density. So now again we cannot say something is there. It can be there, it cannot be there. You cannot say anything about this because there is no change, and because there is no change, there is no difference. Difference between the state is possible, or difference is possible due to change, and that is why existence is possible due to change only. Otherwise it is not possible at all. So if we consider something which is contracting and expanding like this, only then we can say that this, I mean, only then we can say something about existence. So as world exists and we are trying to find out some fundamental thing, we have to consider something which is contracting and expanding like this. So there is some change, there is some difference, and this difference is resulting in the existence of something, non-existence of something. And when the difference ceases to exist, it's just you cannot say anything about it. Okay. Now this idea actually matches with Brihadaranyaka, where it says uh, Mrityu was Mrityu was everywhere, only Mrityu was there, and Mrityu is nothing but hunger. So, okay, what that says is if if things are not moving, if nothing is happening, that is death. That is, you don't need to speak about it also. It is death only. And actually death is nothing but the not that is nothing but the ichha of abhivyakti, life. Okay, so those two things are same. They are saying that. And here also, okay, now we saw this. Now suppose this is happening very frequently. Okay, so uh, suppose you are um, okay, suppose from our perspective there are some things where you cannot make a difference. Like if this is happening like this, you cannot perceive it. So for you, this and this both are same density situations, and both are both are non-explainable things. Then nothing. I mean, you cannot say anything about anything, but the abhyakti, the existence and non-existence cannot be there. But only when, I mean, our jagat, how our jagat is defined, that is defined based on whatever you can see, whatever you can observe, so that such that it is changing at a speed where you still can acquire jnana out of it. Like if it is like this, it is happening, and you don't have any instrument to measure that, then it is as good as it is not there only. Okay. Also, if it is it is not there, right? And if there is no change, suppose time, I mean, any change freezes at one point. At this moment, everything freezes. Then there is, you cannot make any statement about it. You cannot say X exists. For that also, you need some interaction. You need some change, like the light need to fall on your eye. Some way you need some interaction. Only then you can say anything about something exists, something not exists. Okay, so Brihadaranyaka I tried to mention. Other than that, here we can say Satchidananda also, where Sat is this okay, Satchidananda, I'll have to think about it, but it is applicable anyway. Sat we can say only when that is, I mean, only when it, that you can say about existence of something. Chit is that accumulation of this knowledge that it exists, and then Ananda is changing one thing into another. So here there is Ananda, Sat and Chit Avastha. Then also in case of Chit Avastha, Satchidananda has to happen for it to exist. Existence itself is based on that continuum. Okay. Again, there is one idea about uh, this. What I can say, that you remember that perception uh, is jnana, like to perceive something is to have jnana about something. That jnana, if you can acquire, that jnana exists there. So if I am saying this is a grill, then I am calling it a grill, but there is something which exists, which is different from other thing, and that that is the that is the jnana which exists there. When light falls on that, it is seen by me, and when I earlier saw that that image is correlated with the word, so I say this is green. Okay, so this when we are going from here to here, if we are going very fast, if it is going very fast, you cannot perceive it. So as long as there is jnana, only then that jagat exists. That if you cannot have any I mean, if there is no jnana, like you cannot perceive anything from that, that is not part of your world. That is not your world. The world itself is something which can be perceived. So that is jnana, and jnana can exist only when there is something, anything. The jnana itself is dependent on change. Okay, and change is in Shaktism. The word kriya is used for that, and they have this Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, and Jnana Shakti. So that change is happening because there is Ichha, and that change itself is Kriya, and that Kriya is happening so that there is Jnana about something. If there is no Jnana, then also you cannot have the word. If it is very fast, that kriya is happening very fast, that jnana is not there, you cannot have the word. If there is only jnana, then also you cannot say anything about. I mean, if there is only jnana, then you cannot say that that is the world. I mean, it does not exist only unless and until I mentioned what I'm thinking about the existence related thing. So actually in our earlier video, in one of the video I mentioned that you can say uh, Shiva is Jnana. Shiva is Jnana and Jnana is Shiva. That in Shaiva Advaita explanation. And Shakti is um, Ichha Kriya. We can say Ichha. Kriya also, yeah. So this there is this idea, there is this very good person on internet who said in one of his videos that Jagat, in one of the philosophies existing, Jagat is actually Maithuna of Shiva and Shakti. So that correlates to this, so I just thought about it. It's a very beautiful idea actually, and yeah. So this idea of something which is continuously changing, uh, that's what we can actually use. Okay, that's what I thought actually. So there is a possibility that I'm missing things and all. So let me know. So and again, So we can also think like there is this, what exists is asimit ichha, asimit ichha, and of abhivyakti. Like in ichha is something you cannot say that it exists, you cannot say it does not exist.